back out on the Airfield lake. My favourite little swim. It's a little bit boggy, mushy, but water levels have gone down. People have been wandering around here. There's a few footprints, but I don't know whether it's the bird people or not really, but there we go. I think it's gonna be just about fishable. Just about. Squeeze my kit in there, probably get it down there. I'm gonna do the brolly first and then just sort of, I'll have to leave that over there really. I might be able to get it behind here, don't know, we're just gonna see how we go, but yeah, I think it's fishable. I think it's got to be worth a go. Conditions that are coming over the next couple of days are really going to be worth it, so it's got to be up for it, really have. Right then, let's get it cracking. You gotta love a swamp, haven't you? But hey, we're out, we're all set up now. Sun's shining, it's got a bit of warmth in it, it's quite nice. I don't want to go too far away from the swim because I've got one at the margin, so can't do that. But you can sort of come out into the open plan environment out here. Incredibly warm, absolutely incredibly warm. It's the 1st of May tomorrow. Would you believe it? That's when they normally start spawning. This year, I don't believe that's going to happen. So we've got a few more. Well, maybe I don't know really. I've got a clue what the water temperature is. I'll find out. I shall have to see really. But yeah, we're pitched up. Got it all sorted out. I've got one left-hand margins, a little area, one out, not too far, and yeah, my lovely favourite view, looking over the forest up there, looking very nice. I put a reasonable amount of bait out, to be perfectly honest with you, so I just have a funny feeling that these fish are going to just suddenly switch on and have a munch before they decide it's a good time to start spawning really. Yeah, you wouldn't believe they spawn here in March. Incredible, absolutely incredible. What do they do? March, May, one about starts with an M, similar ish. Yeah, there's a few day anglers dotted around. I think Ian's going to join me tomorrow, fish on here. Does look absolutely gorgeous, so yeah, yeah, that's all we can say really. Beautiful, nice to be back out on here. Much better. Big pits. We do love fishing big pits. You know, I'm glad I can get back in this swim. Just hope we don't get too much rain tomorrow night and end up back underwater. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Because I don't think it's got to go far to get back underwater, to be honest with you. So yeah, fingers crossed. I'm a little bit of a hump, so who knows. That's all we can hope for. Anyway, I'm going to chill out, relax, have my lunch, which is more like tea now, and yeah, just relax, unwind, and take in the view. And, maybe one of these might rattle off before nightfall. Never know, really. Never know. It looks good though. It really does look good. Well, clear blue sky and sunshine has not completely vanished. A little bit of it around, a little bit of sunshine breaking through on and off. Which is lovely, really. The wind is swinging here, there, and everywhere. Just pretty okay, really. It's warm. There's a warm wind, you know. It's amazing, really. It's nice. Absolutely nice. So we're not going to complain about that in the slightest. Yes, probably now southeasterly because it's slightly in my face. You know, I'm going to get a bit of an easterly at one particular point in time. So well, we're actually going to get every direction known to man actually over the next few days, so it's not really going to make much difference really. The only bit I'm interested in is when the rain comes tomorrow night, will it still actually sticking to the northwesterly, which would be sort of over my head really, which would be quite pleasant. It's nice to watch the swallows belting around. Had an osprey overhead earlier on today on its way up the Avon Valley to the Lake District. We generally get them roughly this time of the year every year, and in late August, early September, we get them doing the return journey. Lovely, really. Nice to look back up over the forest over there. Really is nice. I'm forever hopeful tonight. It's a good chance. I haven't actually fished here probably since, I don't know really, before Easter. I can't even remember where I fished. It might have been sort of opposite over there. I can't remember. Or in what we call the tower swim. Don't know, a long time ago. I haven't fished it really for a while. It's good to give it a sort of bit of a break due to the I fishes bizarrely in April, so sort of decision I'd sort of loosely made, something I'd like to try and do, and seems to have sort of succeeded this year. So if I can drag myself away a few other times, over time, just have to see. Someone just dropping off over there. Keep people mooching around, which is good. Get people going around, chucking leads about, chucking bait about. Get the fish moving is what we wanted. I need to put in quite a little bit of bait on I'll leave, I think. I'm not 100% sure about where I'll put it, to be perfectly honest with you. I think a few people have spied I've turned up the setup in here. It'll be interesting to see what occurs when I'm not here, but not a lot I can do. I've got one night I can do next week. Can't get down until late either, due to his dentist appointments or work, one of the two. I can't really remember really. But yeah, I'll try and just sort of do one night. I'm tempted to possibly do a third and just get up early in the morning on the Friday. Try and get home for like 7 o'clock or something, which is could possibly be a bit problematic. I don't know really. Get home at 7. Be nice. Just have to see really. I'm really hoping that the water level doesn't come up because it is a bit boggy and squishy here, but you know, we shall see. There's a guy setting up over there on the sort of grassy lawn bit. I think there might be a guy going to set up to the right of me. There's on day fishing over there. There's a couple of day anglers on and things. Sort of too bad. It can be a bit problematic depending on you know, where we want to fish, but well, we've been used to it to ourselves over all these years. Can't complain, can we now? Right, love that view, don't you? Just love that view. There we go. Right, fingers crossed we can make something of this trip. Never know, dear. Never know. Oh, good morning. A very fat, calm Airfield Lake. You dropped the rain, scattered down for the night. Nothing was too traumatic. Sitting in the busy door at the moment. I'm trying to be very quiet because I've got those baits in the margins, or that bait in the margin, and you know, obviously don't want to be sort of stomping around or anything too much. Noise must travel through this mushy ground considerably realistically, so got to be very mindful of what I sort of do today and things realistically. I heard fish in the night, had a lot of fish in the night. Yeah, it's just a matter of, there's always of waiting here. You know, I don't know what the right times are at the moment. These swims on this island are, can be, you know, you can catch fish all night and sleep all day. We can sleep all day and catch fish. On one, sleep all night and catch fish all day, really. I've done before. I've done this before, yeah. Yeah, more about 7:30, and you haven't caught anything, and by midday you've had, 3 or 4, so it's got to sort of wait and see, realistically. I've not fished here, I've got absolutely zero idea of what's going on, really. I've happened to get cuckoos have been around, and one's been literally in the tree above me, probably. I've happened to get that on the sort of recording, really. So I'm just pausing slightly, just sort of watching this movement and bits and pieces and things everywhere, so I'm always conscious of sort of keeping an eye on what's going on and what we need to see. Well, we shall see. Fingers crossed for the day. Rain comes in tonight. I don't know when it comes in tonight, but will no doubt be around sometime today. There we are. Beautiful, lovely, flat, calm Airfield late morning. We just have to wait for the wind to slowly but surely pick up and see which direction it's blowing from for today, really, or this morning, who knows. But yeah, what I don't want is too much rain, otherwise this and there is going to come and get me. It would sort of, well, wouldn't be pleasant, would it, really? If I'm catching, it's not an issue. But yeah, it would be a bit of an issue. I'm just hoping that sunshine yesterday evaporated a lot of water. It's a big expanse of water. Quite a lot of water ran off yesterday as well. And what comes tonight? Well, here we are. It's just after 1 o'clock now. I've rebaited both rods, recast both rods. No real issues there whatsoever. Decided to put a bag on the left-hand rod, some sort of bit of a pile of bait with a pop-up sticking out the top of it along the margins could spur them on a little bit. The other rod's back on the same spot as it was before. I topped up the swim because there's about 6 bombs in the end. 2 went a little bit too wayward for me, so I'm sort of trying to get a little bit more of a tight baited area. Crikey. Struggling with that one. So we shall see with that one where it goes. A lot of fish shown this morning, here, there and everywhere. I've calmed down a little bit now. The wind's sort of pushing from the east. It's going to swing round to the northwest sometime this afternoon, hopefully by the time the rain arrives. Otherwise it's going to be a wee wet one in front of me here. Swamp, and I'm going to have to close my door closed. But we can only but try. But yeah, it looks very nice out there. Very appealing. Absolutely gorgeous. How I remember this lake and how I love this lake. It really is beautiful. Absolutely stunning. There's on this lake, there's 4 of us fishing at the moment. So whatever acreage this bit is, the whole lot's 64, so it's probably a good 40 acres this bit. 4 people fishing. Fantastic, where the estate lake, you end up with 4 people fishing and it's about 3 acres, so you can have a maximum of 10 people on there, I think, at night. Not 100% sure, but yeah. So it certainly makes a difference. If you get 10 people on here, you hardly even notice they're there. You might be able to see them across the far side on the swims, but realistically, they're miles away. Realistic. They said realistically twice. Weird one, but there we go. Anyway, it's looking pretty good. Might be time for a spot of lunch or something. I don't know yet. But yeah, fingers crossed one of these will rattle off this afternoon or something on those lines would be very good. Wow, good afternoon. It is absolutely gorgeous. sitting here in my bivvy, just, you know, looking out, watching the world go by. A few fish moving, a few fish crashing around, and something down to the margin crashing out. So forever hopeful something's gonna occur soon rather than later. We've got rain moving in from between 4 and 6 p.m. It's sort of dividing past us. Weird in this valley. I've sat here before, black clouds above me with it raining, and either side of the black clouds in the distance over sort of Ringwood and Fording Bridgeway, it's blue sky and sunshine. You know, it just doesn't, sometimes just doesn't come across the valley and things. I think it's something to do with the new forest sort of going up, and then it sort of going up over the other side by Ferndown, the way the valley is sort of shaped and how the winds go, really. I've sat on here sort of way down in that corner before, and thick black clouds literally felt like they were the other side of the road, watching flashings of thunder and rumblings of lightning go, you know, rumblings of lightning? Flashing lightning and rumblings of thunder. There we go. Literally right next to me, and I sort of, I rushed to pack up, and then sort of suddenly realised that it was not actually coming my way, just going sort of parallel to where I was. So I sort of, you know, left the rods in the water, and yeah, just watched it completely and utterly disappear. I think that's what we're sort of due to possibly get this afternoon. You know, we might miss the rain for quite a while, until sort of, you know, 6, 7 o'clock. Don't know, we'll just have to wait and see. One thing for certain is there seems to be definitely hatches occurring, because the seagulls are really around up high, you know, picking stuff off. It's quite interesting. I think you've got the I think they're called alder flies. Seen a couple of them around, so it could be those realistically. Don't know. Haven't sort of, well, tracked them down for a while. I thought it was like a random one or something. We'll see. The weed is interesting. The weed growth in here is really interesting now. I think it's going to change the dynamics of the lake a lot, and you know, give us capabilities of actually sort of fishing margin features and things, and some of the sort of real long range swims, I think, are going to sort of become margin swims in the future, and more popular to, you know, margin fishing people than the range anglers. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all sort of pans out over the course of this season. As I said earlier, they're due to spawn sometime in May. If they can manage to make it to the 3rd week of May, it'll be great, because I've got a week's camping coming up with girls and my dad, and then we'll sort of be into June, so I'll sort of sneak over to the estate lake. I can only do sort of a couple of one-nighters over the next sort of, do one nighter next week. I'll try and then squeeze in a sort of 3-nighter the week after, and back down to one nighter before I head away. So yeah, it's they spawn over that period. It'll fit in quite nicely, which will be quite nice. Hopefully my microphone isn't picking out my stomach, because it's really growling and rumbling at the moment. I doubt it is, but you know, I feel it could be. So yeah, that sort of might fit in nicely. If not, I'll just pop over to the estate lakes. I think they generally spawn or similar times to normal lakes, really. Why they spawn so early in here, I've got no idea. I never have. And they spawn. It used to be a fish farm many years ago, and there's obviously several different strains of fish in several different parts of the world. For some reason, they just all, you know, they spawn all at the same, not at the same time. You know, they spawn for about a month, from the moment they start, about a 4-week period, and you can come down here, unbeknown to you, and you wouldn't even know, and just speak to someone on the phone later in the day, And oh no, the fish have been spawning for the last 2 days down there. There's no signs. You know, and you fish 24 hours, 48 hours. We'll never clue they've spawned. We'll never clue they've done anything. No signs of nothing at all. You know, and vice versa. You know, it's amazing. They just switch on, switch off. And I think it's just the different strains of fish that just go through that sort of process. Obviously, we've got a really shallow lake, and then we've got a sort of slightly deeper lake, and then a really deeper lake. I think it sort of varies between that. There's so much stuff that goes on and can change and things. Interesting to see. Looking forward to it. Well, the old Canadian's having a bit of a wobbly out there, which generally means, yeah, the swan will be out chasing it. It's got a right cob on that swan at the moment. I don't like anything going anywhere near it at all. So we shall see. But yeah, the temperature tonight is about 9 degrees, so I sort of stripped down a couple of layers, got rid of my thermal stuff. I'm going to be brave. I've got jumpers and other stuff I can stick on, but I think that it's May now. The thermal stuff needs to go in the old t-shirts. We want get rid of all this. I can't believe I'm still wearing the thermal stuff and it's the end of April. Ridiculous, really, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous. But there we go. Right. Well, fingers crossed. Something should rattle off for me or Ian. I'll pop round and see him at some point later on. Well, hopefully before the rain. If not, it'll have to be sometime tomorrow when I get to see him. Hopefully for a nice lunch will be very nice, really. Yeah, no, the swan's over there, really. But there we go. Right. Catch up with you later on, folks. Well, here we are, going into the second night. It's looking sort of nice and bright and pretty okay, really. We're probably on the edge of the rainstorm at the moment. It's been raining for probably about an hour and a half at the moment. The air temperatures has dropped and everything, but Ian was saying earlier when he was driving around that it was 16 degrees and 20 degrees in the sunshine. So yeah, it's absolutely peach, really. I think these carp will just get a little bit put down by this rain, and then I'll be soon back out on it once it's all gone and dusted and gone away. And yeah, I still feel we've got a fair chance of catching something, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm having that sort of like line up in the sky and the cloud there at the moment. So, but yeah, no, look, you can see I'm sitting back in the bivvy, out of the rain, keeping out of it. Got tea on the go, so I'm not going to be too long. A little bit of rice. Quite like my rice. Can't remember what flavour it is at the moment. Golden vegetables, what I quite like. I think in the summertime I get a little bit more adventures and start bringing out the weather and doing stuff on that. But at the moment you're just sort of tucked up in your bib and you can't really do a lot. It's nice to get a bit of space. You know, get the lasagnas out and salad again. You know, my favourite bits of food, etc., etc. But no, said yeah, should be good. Should be a positive result, I feel. Can't see why it wouldn't be. And yeah, beautiful, really. Absolutely beautiful. Glad I came here this week. I should probably use my stabilising thing a little bit more, but wow, get a bit lazy. It's in the bag in a box, and then I've got to get it out of the box and everything. So it is what it is, really. I think I've just seen Ian cast out, actually. Something must be about. I don't know, really. But no, it's looking good. Feeling a lot more springy, summery, and say fishable, really. It's not probably the right word, you know. A little bit more carpy and fishy, so all very good, really. Ah, beautiful. Right, I can smell my food now. I'm now getting hungry, so time to return to the food. Time to turn for a little bit of Netflix for the headphones, watch something. I tend to listen to things on my headphones, so there's no sort of noise coming from the bivvy and things like that. That's what I quite like. It's handy as well if you get a take in the middle of it all and you're in the middle of a film. You can be out there listening to the film, playing fish. Bizarre, really, isn't it? How things have changed. Crikey. I've still got a little old black and white TV up in the loft that I used to use to watch TV back in the sort of mid-80s. Unbelievable. Crikey, there we go. Right, things you do to get through wet, rainy and winter days and nights. Little baby. Airfield Lakes torpedo, which I'm very grateful for, because at the end of the day, it's a carp off the spot. So I saw the rod tip knot coming out of the rod. There we go. I've seen fish rolling out there, so it was a bit of a panic. Oh yeah, I'm very happy about that. Nice little bag in the margins, just what I wanted. So yeah, ripped off this morning, 8 o'clock-ish. Absolutely fantastic, very happy. Countless pellets, countless pop-up, and yeah, just in the margins. Superb.